That's the last relationship I've been in. I moved down to Dallas for him. It didn't work. He was a cheater, a narcissist. Took me through a whole lot. When I say up, down, and through it, I experienced a lot of depression in the relationship.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? Check out Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a very interesting video. It's a story time of a sister on TikTok telling a story about a narcissist ex was just trying to get under her skin. So apparently what she went on to talk about was she was talking about her ex that she left and she moved city for. When she moved to another city for him, the relationship didn't work. This relationship, she had 2 miscarriages in this relationship and everything just went south and they both went their separate ways. And she was telling a story of how this narcissist ex got in touch with her and was trying to flaunt his new life with his new girl by sending her a picture on social media, because I think she blocked him everywhere. So he sent the picture to her on social media of him and his new girl and in a baby shower celebrating the birth of a baby after she has lost 2 pregnancies, has 2 miscarriages for him while in a relationship with him. She had a lot to say about this whole story. I'm just giving you guys the summary. So let's go hear the sister talk, then we'll come back and talk.
Auntie Jam just got triggered. Let me tell y'all what just happened. So y'all know 2 months ago, I posted a video about my ex that I moved down here for. That's the last relationship I've been in. I moved down to Dallas for him. It didn't work. He was a cheater, a narcissist. Took me through a whole lot. When I say up, down, and through it, I experienced a lot of depression in the relationship. Once the relationship was over, I had relationship PTSD. I had to go to therapy. On top of the fact that I experienced 2 miscarriages while with that man. A week before we broke up, I lost a baby. The night that I left his home, and we broke up, he didn't even check on me to make sure I made it home. And that last miscarriage was very hard on my body. And if you have been following me for the last 2 years, then y'all know that I have infertility issues. I've experienced 5 miscarriages total, so which is why I don't have kids now. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But it has something to do with why I'm triggered. Now, when we broke up in 2019, the beginning of the year, it took us a year for us to talk again, to actually try to be friends. We were friends on and off. Things were happening in our lives. We were kind of there for each other, but we could never stay connected because I could not let go of the things that he had put me through. Although I'm a very forgiving person, I just couldn't let it go. And I don't feel like that I'm wrong for that. But anyway, once again, that's neither here nor there. So let's fast forward to May 31st, 2022, the day that I lost my grandmother. He came back into my life for a split second. He was here for me that day, like he was comforting, all the things. Well, that lasted about 24 hours. He was in and out like the wind. And since then, I hadn't really thought of him. Actually, a week after that, I decided, since I'm on this healing journey, I had just lost my mom, just lost my grandmother, I need to make sure I start over and block out everything that I know means me no good. And I knew for a fact he was one of those things, because although we were kind of connected at that moment, I knew something was going to happen where he was going to mess up and I wasn't going to want to deal with him again, because a narcissist never changes. Now let's fast forward to today, September 6th, 2023. I'm over here minding my own black business in my own black ass world, not bothering nobody. Mind you, he was blocked from my phone. I get a text message from a number that I do not know. The minute that I open the message, there are 2 photos of him and a girl at a baby shower celebrating the welcoming of their child. Now, out of the 8 to 9 billion people in this world, this man decided to send those photos to me. True narcissistic behavior. If you know anything about a narcissist, then you know if they feel like that door is open a little bit, or if they can get into your life just a little bit, they're going to take advantage. They always want a piece of you, even when they cannot have you, whether it's directly or indirectly. For the life of me, I cannot understand why you chose me. Out of all the people in the world, you chose the woman that you damn near destroyed. You chose me to send those pictures to, and I don't get it. And I'm just triggered. And I don't know if I'm triggered because he's having a baby, or I'm triggered because after all this time, you just will not let me be. Like let me be. I don't think about you. You literally never cross my mind unless it's a horrible thought and I have to snap out of it. I don't look for your number. I don't go to your social medias. For me, you're unalive. Okay? You don't exist to me anymore. So why is it after all this time you still want to have some sort of attachment to me? I want to be left alone. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he has a healthy baby. The young lady has no idea what she is getting herself into, and if she does, congratulations to her, because she's in for it. I just, this goes to show, you could have it all. You can have the man that makes the money, you can have the baby on the way, and you can have the ring. And so many times you still don't know who you're laying next to, because I guarantee you, she has no idea that he sent those pictures to me. Why am I even crossing your mind?
Let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section. Go ahead and share your thoughts about the story, what you think about it, and why you think this man is still reaching out to her, even though clearly she has stated that it's over 100%. So why is this man still attached, and why is she triggered? Why do you think she's triggered? Go ahead and share your thoughts down in the comment section. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. So go ahead and do that, okay? This video got a lot of people talking in details, giving their own opinion and sharing their own story of a narcissist S. And I find this conversation, as usual, interesting. That's why I brought it to you people. Anyway, guys, let's go hear other people's thoughts on this story. Then I'll come back and share my own thought on it. But please go down and share yours. Love to read from you, okay? Mm-hmm. Hmm? Ooh. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Wish them the best. Mm-hmm.
I'm almost confident it was my ex. But I said that to say this. It's never going to stop. It's like you have to discard them. And you have to stop giving it your energy. When they send the pictures, I either wouldn't have responded, or I'm like, oh, okay, well, I hope everything works out for them, and went on about my business. Stop letting them trigger you. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of healing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're still being triggered by stuff they do, they're still feeding off of you.
Yeah.
So just be careful with that. And I understand it's going to take time. You had a very traumatic relationship. It's going to take time, but you will get there. And that message isn't just for the original poster. That's for anybody going through this. The narcissist, like I said, will never leave you alone. You can be 95 and that fool is still going to be watching you from ghost accounts, and social media is still a thing. They might try to do pop-ups. All I can say is, thank God if you don't have a violent narcissist. Because some of them, when you're not giving them that attention, even from long distance, they'll escalate, unfortunately. And some people aren't as fortunate as, at least I know me, to be able to do the discard and go on about my business. So I'm praying for you. May God bless you and keep you. Stop giving him your energy, queen. Stop. Don't let this get you riled up. Instead of it triggering you, like, how pitiful. You have a whole new life with a whole new woman. Y'all have a baby. How pitiful. And I've never had a miscarriage, so I won't pretend to know the pain, right? But I will say this: imagine if you had 5 kids with that boy. You would have been tied to that narcissist for
The
life.
rest of life,
And when
yeah.
I tell you, having to feeling like you're forced to deal with somebody for 18 years, not fun. I will never say be happy about a miscarriage. I will never. But if you are looking for something to be like, if you're looking
Console.
at her giving birth and that hurting you, she's stuck with him now. And I pray fertility over you. And if God decides that that's not what he wants for you, I pray that you're able to adopt or anything that you need to feel
Peace.
fulfilled
Yeah.
in that area of your life. Again, I won't pretend to know what a miscarriage feels like. So I speak peace over you. I speak life into you. I speak strength into you. And more importantly, I speak protection. Stop entertaining his foolishness. Yeah, he sent you a picture of the baby shower. She just signed a life sentence with him. And she locked in. And not in the way she's probably hoping. When I tell you narcissists are worse when they get to weaponize children,
Mm-hmm.
I'm praying for you, sis. Like I said, be careful, because to me, narcissism is more spiritual than it is physical. You don't want to give this man no more energy than you already had. You are a queen. You are deserving. You are beautiful. You seem like you're kind and level-headed. So I pray over you. I pray peace. I pray strength. I pray protection. I pray clarity. And I pray a loving, fulfilling life. Be safe.
So sweet.
Of him and a girl at a baby shower.
Okay, so I have to chime in on this one because I think it's important that we understand this in full context. If you would like to know what happened, please go and listen to the entire story. I will just give you the synopsis, and then I'm going to give you my opinion for what it's worth, and we'll take it from there. And before I kind of do this, I know that there are going to be the new ableist flying monkeys that are going to tell us that no, you can't talk about that. It's like you can't say that because it's not a diagnosis. For the record, you can call someone's behavior narcissistic and malignant and maladjusted, and it doesn't have to be diagnosed. It is literally that the behavior deviates from societal standards of normality, empathy, and conscience. So stop being manipulated by narcissistic people. They're not victims. It's not the same as depression, anxiety, and other mental health disorders. It's a personality disorder. So back to this case, what happened is she suffered devastating infertility, including multiple miscarriages, while in this relationship with this man. And she left him. She did everything that she was told to do. Go no contact, don't talk to him, move on with your life. And then he did this. He sent her photos of a pregnant woman at a baby shower. Yep. I don't want to make this about religion or spirituality, but here's what I'm going to say. The universe saved you. The universe saved you. And I'm going to tell you why. If he treated you like this prior to having children with you, he would have spent the entirety of your children's childhood terrorizing you and terrorizing your children. Malignant and narcissistic parents do not love their children. They don't want to parent their children. What they want to do is they want to use their children to punish the person who dared walk away from them. I pray that your journey to parenthood gives you the child and the children that you deserve. I pray that you partner with a healthy partner, a healthy person who's going to be a healthy co-parent with you. Clearly, this guy wasn't it. And while it is never a good thing when a wanted child doesn't make it here, trust me, there are women and men, there's some men too, on this app and other spaces who will tell you the horrors of co-parenting with a malignant, narcissistic, and pathological co-parent, and how that harms you and harms the child. I wish you well. I wish you continued healing. I am so sorry that he did that to you. But, you know, you just confirmed to everyone who he really is. And you're right, out of 8 billion people on this planet, he chose you from a number that you had not blocked just to show you that picture. It was callous. It was cruel. And he did it to hurt you. Continue moving forward. Continue your healing. And unfortunately, that young lady is simply being used as supply.
Yeah.
And the writing is on the wall for her and her child as well. So I send some prayers because they're going to need it.
Open the message. There are 2 photos of him and a girl.
So I'm going to do a story time on something similar. My ex-husband used to troll me online a lot, meaning that he knew that I was somewhere hurting while watching. I was watching everything because I was hurt. And it wasn't long before he started posting pictures of he and another female online, or indications that he had somebody already. Literally that same week that he had left from here, there was a picture that I have seen of him with his back turned, and he was in a T-Mobile store. Obviously, you could tell that a woman took a picture of that, because what dude is taking another picture of another dude like that? Then there was another picture of him. If I can recall it, he was standing like he had just finished shopping or something at the mall, and he was standing outside, you know, just smiling in the direction of the person that was taking the picture. Then I started seeing pictures of he and another female, but he would never show her face. He would always put the hearts on her face, like not the hearts, but like the emoji with the heart eyes over her face. But her body, you know, of course, will be shown from neck all the way down. Then he started posting pictures of them wearing like matching outfits. So these pictures would be from the waist down. So, you know, it would be like sneakers, like matching sneakers and matching outfits and stuff. And I would look at these pictures a lot, like, because it's like, why? You know, all these years that he and I have been together, and his first thought was to move on very quickly with another woman. But I was watching because I was hurt. The more I watched, the more he posted. Eventually, I started seeing stuff such as 2 vehicles that he had gotten. Obviously, the one of those were for her, and the other one was for him. He had traded his vehicle in for another vehicle. Then I saw pictures of an apartment that he had gotten. Literally, this was all within the same time frame, all done within a month. You know, pictures of a brand new apartment, and then he had furnished an apartment, had all like the brand new stuff, furniture, bed, and then I will never forget this. The initials K and B on the wall, and then there was like a quote, like a picture frame or something like that on the wall that said, "This is our home," or something like that. And I remember just looking at that over and over again, just like, really, like, this man is really doing this. Like, we're still married, and he already done moved in, made himself a home with a whole nother woman. And I remember when I seen that, you know, the whole new apartment, you know, with the bed, brand new bed, and, you know, the teddy bears, you know, like, because it was around, like, I don't know, I guess they celebrated Valentine's Day. And then, you know, the initials on the wall that I seen. And I remember, you know, like, I was crying, you know, like screaming and like hollering and just, you know, yelling out loud when I seen that. And I was like, wow, this man is really doing it. Like, he is really hurting me because he wants me to think that he is living this best life. I started seeing pictures of full course meals that were made for him, food that she would cook him. And I just would sit there and just look at it. You know, there were some times where he would FaceTime the kids and I would just screen record because I knew that he was hiding something. And I was just hoping to at least see another woman in the background. But he, you know, would like hold his phone up to his face, like how I'm doing right now, would hold his phone up to his face where no one couldn't see behind him or what was behind him, or, you know, get a glimpse of, you know, the room or something like that. He was always like this on the phone, like hiding. So it was very like traumatic for me. And I recall the time, like, when I had screen recorded the video, not a video, but screen recorded a FaceTime of him. And I remember watching it right after the call had ended with the kids. And I seen him, from what it seemed like, he was pulling up his pants, but he kept looking over to his left side as though he had gotten done doing some things, and, you know, he was just trying to hurry up and, you know, and get on the phone real quick. And I was just like shaking my head. It made me really upset because I watched it. I watched every bit of it. And see, the thing about it was that he had this habit of saying, people are so miserable, you know, there's people out here that's full of misery and everything, which, of course, he was referring to me being miserable and everything, because each time when I would post something, he would post something very, very, very almost identical to what I had posted. So it was something like I knew that he was watching me as well. So each time when I would make a TikTok video, he would, just basically post about me lying about stuff. I'm a liar. I'm miserable. And then at one point in time when I had called his, I guess you want to say his girlfriend, because I did have her number. Well, I do have her number. I had called her from a number that I had, which was a different number. It was like one of those apps that where you download a second number. So I called her and everything, but she would avoid speaking to me, because I guess he had people thinking that I was like batshit crazy. But anyway, he had made this post, people be calling from different numbers. People are so miserable and what have you. He posted all that stuff, just pertaining to me. Then there was a time where I had made a video of, it was a while back, but it was me speaking about he and I supposedly getting matching tattoos at one point. And he watched the video, and then guess what he had done? He had went and downloaded a picture from Google, put it in his stories to make it appear that some woman got a tattoo with his name on her forearm. He did a lot of stuff like that, and then eventually, the stuff kind of like just died down, because it was just him trying to make me jealous, and him just basically laughing at me and laughing at my pain, because I was hurting a lot. I was having breakdowns. I was crying a lot, and he laughed at my pain. He really laughed at my pain. He tortured me. He did everything that he could to see me hurt. And it worked. But eventually I learned to stop looking for stuff and everything, because he knew how to hurt me. He knew that I was still, attached to him in some way. And he moved on. But when he moved on dirty, and did a lot of dirty shit. And these are things like I wouldn't even trust him, in that way ever again.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about these stories that you've heard, your own take on them, and which of the story got you, and your advice to these ladies. Go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think, okay? But please, please, please keep it respectful. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion. Here on the channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So, go down in the comment section and share your thoughts, okay? So, for me, this is my own thought, is that the original creator that talked about ex sending her a picture, I get why she's frustrated and why she's hurt. And I have never been with a narcissist before, but I don't think, have I dated a narcissist before? I didn't date much, okay? So I don't think I dated a narcissist, because I would say me and my ex is like, we're in a mutual, we can see in a place and there's no bad blood. I don't have any bad blood with any of my ex. So I don't think I dated a narcissist, so I can't talk from that dating part. But you say as a parent, I have a narcissist for a parent. My dad is. And everything about him, he wants to control everything about him. If he cannot control you, then he will try as much that he can control you and control your mind and how much you need him, so that he can get a reaction of you. It might not even come to you directly to do something. It will go the other way around. He may even use my mom, my siblings, so that I will react to him, so that I can get my energy. And I agree with that sister that talked about how this is also kind of spiritual, because I get that energy. The more you keep giving him that energy, then they feed off this energy, because if you're still triggered by it, that means that means they can feed off this energy. And this is where I would say that when you go through a bad breakup, go get yourself a therapist. Like, a lot of people don't understand the importance of having to go through therapy and healing from heartbreaks, from traumas, be it your family relationship. It is so important, because that just gives you a clear picture of the situation in a clear space, rather than just being all over your emotions and all the could have, would have, should have, and all that. And I'm happy that this sister is on a healing journey and she's happy. But this man still have like a form of, he knows it still has an impact in her, and that's why he will still do things like that. And then also, I'm not going to say she should thank, like, she should be happy that she had a miscarriage, because guys, having miscarriages are the like worst thing that can that can ever happen to a woman, or even losing a child and getting pregnant, losing a baby. Like, is the worst thing ever. But one thing I'll say, and one thing I've come to learn in life, is that sometimes in bad situations, when bad things, in quote, we humans see it as bad things, when we see something as bad things, especially when you're in the right frequency or you're in the right energy, sometimes those situation works out in your favor, because at that moment it hurts, at that moment, or even in a longer time, it's a pain, a scar in your life that you can never like heal completely from. But actually those situations saves you from a bigger situation out there. So and I've applied that to my life. I've applied that to my life, and I always try to work in a very high frequency and in a good vibe. Like, I genuinely do that, because when something negative happens, because I don't want to say something bad, okay? When something negative happens, I always try to, like, you know what's the bigger picture that have been saved from by God and all that. So you may not see it now, but you dodge the bullet, sis. You dodge a bullet. Like this other sister said, imagine having kids with this man. How, like, you can't even move on. Like, you're healing now, you won't have even be able to heal. So I just feel like this is where we should try and do our own inner healing, especially when we part way with people that caused us trauma and pain. We should try and heal from it, and so that. And then the last woman that was talking about ex, and I'm just raising an eyebrow. It's giving me the side eye look, because, sis, why are you stalking? I understand this was your husband, you were married and all that, but that was very, like, I understand. Funny enough, I understand that stalk. Let me know down in the comment section if you've ever stalked an ex, be it a boyfriend, husband, fiance. If you've ever stalked, like, go through their social media secretly with a burner account. For me, I would say stalk. I won't say I stalk. I won't say I can spy. But then social media was not even big for you to even stalk anybody. Okay, so yeah. So I just feel like that was actually a weird one, and I'm happy now she's in a healing journey and all that. And like that last woman that gave a story, when you have a breakup like that, the first thing you should do, go for therapy. I know therapy can be expensive, but just go for therapy. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about this conversation down in the comment section. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. So go ahead and share your thoughts. Please, please, please keep it respectful. Go ahead and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because that helps YouTube to push up my content, and that will be you supporting your girl. So when you share, you like, and you comment, and you subscribe, that helps my video and helps the algorithm to push out the video. So do all this good stuff. Okay, with that all said, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.